Monday. You like What's up, everybody? Welcome to the I Love Monday show. I'm Carlo, Mr. Monday, and I have the delicious and handsome and tan John Fiore.
And unmiked up.
I've been bowling.
And he's unmiked. And he's unmiked too,
Your
because
sister's dirty. I'm sorry.
It becomes like a part of the show.
keep it up every week.
Yeah, I got the 10. Can you hear me now?
Hey, John, we got to be careful tonight.
Oh, yeah.
We got shut down by the FCC.
Well, it wasn't my fault. I feel it was your fault. I don't know what happened.
Listen, it's always my fault. Doesn't matter. Mad wasn't happy with this. Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
Really?
Yeah, we said a few things.
I don't even know what we said.
Just a lot of bad things.
You know, like those guys who start trouble, like, geez, what did I say? I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing.
We didn't do anything wrong. We were fine.
Listen, out there, anybody offended? I truly apologize, all right, if I offended anyone in any way.
But we won't do it again tonight.
We'll try to have normal.
You're looking nice and tan. What's
Yeah,
going
I'm
on?
tan. I've been boating. You know, everybody knows I love boating. I've been on my boat.
Which boat? What kind of boat?
It's a fucking rowboat,
Really?
but I'm on it every day. I don't even bring the oars with me. I just, wherever it floats to, I'm on it. You know what I mean? I just go on it and just ride around until a fucking wave brings me back.
Can we talk about the picture and the banner for the show tonight? That
What
picture
about
of you,
it?
the young picture. What was that? You were in Law and Order?
Oh, Law and Order. Yeah, I played Detective Profaci for 9 years. and then they wrote me out in a TV movie called Exiled. Well, get this.
Is that your real hair in that picture?
I know. Is that hair weird?
Wow.
That was a style. What year was that?
That looks like a chia pet.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think I was going bald, but now when I see that, maybe I'm going bald.
That's a healthy ass head of hair.
Man, look at it. It's still good, but that's really something.
What year was that picture?
That was probably 96, 5, 7 in that area.
Yeah, it looks good.
They wrote me out on a TV movie of the week. They had me be a dirty cop. I was linked up with the mob. You know why? This is the reason why. Because I wanted to knock up my wife, and I was doing dirty things with the mob to get money for in vitro fertilization. So when they told me this, I go, what's it really going to be about? They go, no, that's what happens. I go, that's what I do? That's the kind of dirty cop I am? And that was it.
Is that because, like, you're supposed to be sympathetic because you're like...
Makes me like, well, you know, am I?
I'm not doing it for my life. I'm doing it for this...
Is the white dot facing out, John?
Hi, Klasky.
I'm hearing some fabric fixing.
How's it going, Mr. Monday?
We got Klasky over here. You can't see him just as well. He's got his shirt of his alma mater on tonight.
Yep, that's right. I'm a Harvard grad.
Harvard Law. He went to Harvard Law, this guy, and now he's on the Monday show.
Look at him now.
Yeah, I didn't do well there, but I certainly went there.
I can't believe you gave up a law practice to do this. Is the money even close?
This is more crooked.
The hours are better here. The hours are better.
So what's up with the sports? Have you been watching sports?
I hate sports. I've now turned on sports. I used to love sports. Sports are for little kids. Anybody like sports,
agree.
I got a problem with. Fuck sports. Sports suck. Nobody needs them.
Yep.
Sports.
We're seeing that now.
It's all right.
It's a circus.
Who cares about sports? Anything. Everything's been minimalized by what's happening.
Now, I didn't really follow too closely, but I thought that I saw that like 19 of the players on one team all came down with COVID.
Tampa Bay, I think it was.
So now they're only
Florida.
Are they playing like a bunch of half shitty guys now?
They should, but they didn't play the games. They should bring up the minor leaguers.
That being said, I didn't want to do this so soon, but me and Mr. Monday have an announcement. We're joining the fucking Patriots. Since the guys are quitting, he's going to be the fucking long snapper, okay? And I'm going to be the guy who holds the fucking ball when they kick it. All right?
It's crazy. It's not. There was so much like bullshit behind all of the stuff on TV when you're watching, and they drag that shit out for 6 hours. It's all gone, and now you're just watching grown men who don't even give a fuck about the game that you're supposed to care about.
Should we care?
Yeah.
Listen, there's no one in the stands. The Red Sox playing like crap. The manager doesn't know how to manage. I watched the Yankees game last night. He's managing like there's nobody watching. Do you know what I mean?
You can tell when there's nobody watching.
He's doing horrible.
You can't get into it if there's nobody watching.
Last night, they should have sacrificed bunt. There's a guy in second with no outs. They're up by 1. He doesn't sacrifice bunt. He should have moved the guy to third base.
They don't care. They're just trying to get through this season. I'm just glad that I hope the NFL's canceled.
Me too.
And Brady turns 50 and it all backfires on him.
He'll still be playing.
You know what I mean?
So-
Guy has to still be fucking playing.
I think football is probably going to get canceled. I hate to say
You
it.
have to
Oh, yeah.
cancel it.
But I did get FaceTime by our good friend, Coach Joe Gilbert. He's down in Tampa. And he said that he will be on Monday. He'll come on the show every Monday with us to talk about
Liaison.
what Tampa did. I got that out of him, so that's a good thing.
Look at that.
And he said Brady is the best of the best. Did I tell you this, Joe? I talked to Gilbert. He's like, he goes, Brady measured in at 6'6.25". Like, he's that tall.
He's that tall?
Well, but I think he's doing those weird stretching things, and maybe he's getting longer.
Wow.
And he
I mean, you can't tell because I'm like 6'2", but you never can tell, right?
You wear clogs. You wear clogs.
I'm with a lift.
6'2" and cleats.
Did you used to wear clogs? Remember they had the clogs? I could see you wearing clogs. Oh my
You're
God.
too young. Your head's too small and you're too young.
We're going to get to
You
the
don't know
head
what
size. Your foot is so wide, it's like Fred Flintstone.
I used to wear clogs. We used to hang around Harvard Square, and clogs were where it's at. Everybody walking around going, there's a clip, like a freaking horse is walking down the street. Clogs. I mean, I should be shot, right?
I could see
Yeah,
you
I
wearing
don't like
clogs.
that.
Figgy's father used to wear
Of
clogs.
course he did.
Yeah, he kind of remind me of Figgy's father a little bit.
What else?
So Brady waited at 226, and Gilbert's like, he is the best guy. He's so happy to be away from Belichick. And guys are like trying to opt out, like they're doing for the Patriots. They're laughing at the Patriots players opting out. And Brady goes up to him, and he's like, in the weight room, he's like, what are you opting out for? We're going to win the championship this year and next year. He goes, I'm probably going to play 3-4 years. Like, he's in there. Like, he said he's unbelievable. Really just a great leader. Of course, what we all know.
Yeah.
He's with them. You know?
He's
Down
gone.
with Brady.
Gone.
All right, what about the Celtics? Did you see those
Oh, I
guys?
could care less.
Tatum, I can't
I
stand
don't watch
him.
any of it.
He wanted to opt out because he got all that money, and then he didn't want to play.
watch all
but he's playing, like, reluctantly.
I feel sports should be
virtual
abolished.
fan
All
bullshit.
sports should be abolished.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know.
There's no need for it.
There's
If
like
you
a
can't-
bunch of Tonzos in the fans. There's like weird faces, like watching the games. Did you see
Those
that?
virtual fans, fucking ridiculous.
Think
you
of every
care?
think of every bar on your corner in
Right.
your neighborhood, right? There's always only 7 people there. They barely can open up, but the NFL can have a fucking
Right.
Right.
a guy setting up a fan for the cooling station and all this other shit. It's
They got
bullshit.
the money. They get the money.
Yeah, but the money shouldn't matter because they're
I
not
agree.
giving it to the popcorn vendors.
you
They're
notice
giving
how-
it to these athletes, and they're all set. Who
Nobody
fucking cares?
really misses it. The normal people, not like sports, but it's not here. They go.
Yeah.
And you get all right.
Oh, Umbrella Academy's on Netflix. I'm done.
I mean,
All right,
people
do
weren't
that.
gambling for. There were a lot of people I heard because horse racing's going on.
Right.
So the people who are gambling
Old
on
school.
people who are gambling on sports are all doing horse racing now
Yeah.
because it's the only thing you could really gamble on. But now sports are going so they can gamble.
Bunch of animals in the field.
What about we were talking about before the show? Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr.
That's right.
What are you guys thinking about that?
That's exciting to
I'm
me.
rooting for Tyson.
Yeah, yeah,
Anybody that's like a bad dude, bit in the air, went to prison, you got to root for him, right?
yeah.
What's he about? 54, 55?
I think he's a little older than me, right around there. Yeah.
Well, 55 years old. Now, back in the day, that would be unheard of. Like when you were
yeah.
coming up, a man at 55 years old fighting at
George
that level.
Foreman fought pretty late in his life. I don't know how old.
Not
he
that
was.
old.
He was in his 40s.
40s.
40s, yeah.
My point being that,
Yeah,
like,
no,
you know,
true.
in the future, think guys could be in their 60s competing
Oh,
with.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
How old were cavemen when they died?
Well,
that's a good question.
you're considered an old man.
No,
at
30s
12.
and 40s. But no, you're right, Klusky.
Yeah, like it's gonna just keep getting further into that. We're gonna be able to be warriors
You
later
take
in
the
life.
injectables that the guy we know.
Yeah.
Well,
Look to be fucking
well, that's
120.
Carla wanted to mention. We mentioned a couple weeks back that we're all going to get on the roids.
That's right.
And I've done a few cycles.
Well, can you tell?
Go!
Yeah,
We're
I'm
going to do
know,
some
but-
cycles, boys and girls.
just doing.
Let's fucking go!
The doctor said 4. I did 6 because I think this is going to
It's
be
just medicine. What's the big deal?
the more the better. It's like when you
It's a
water a
vitamin.
plant. It's like watering a plant.
That's why when baseball was doing it, I was all
If you
for
piss in a
it.
plant when you're on that stuff, the shit grows.
That's exactly right.
You know?
what I mean. And I have to piss for work, so I've got one of those prosthetics that uses somebody else's urine. Thing's awesome.
I had to do that for
Ever
so
try that for real? Yeah.
It's the piss wand. It's great.
So
It
where does
comes
the pee come from?
in- the Chinese one? It comes from about 3 inches further back than the white one.
My buddy was going to get a job in the jail.
make you
And
pee?
he made me piss for him when I was about 19, 20. Because he was not going to pass it. But he
Don't
passed
people
it.
try to like smuggle in somebody else's pee and put it in a
Oh, yeah.
balloon and all
But
that
they watch you now. And
Yeah.
they have a mirror in there and everything.
Really?
Yeah. 'Cause
I
built
tried
labs.
doing that, and the test recognized
Can't
my
get away
saliva.
with nothing anymore.
Nothing.
What do you guys think about He wants Trump wants to ban TikTok.
I'm all for it.
I am too.
I love ban. When Trump wants to ban, I'm for it. When the other people want to ban it, I'm not for it. TikTok, they're spying on the Americans. You know that, right? I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, we don't want to say anything about China. It's,
I didn't say
No,
China.
you can talk about the nation of China.
Is using it as a vehicle to spy.
why do we have such a big fight with China? I mean, we probably shouldn't talk about it, but
No, we can talk about
too heavy?
They're just they're a rival to the United States as far as the
because we owe them
closest
so
thing.
much money.
Yeah.
We ceded too much of the manufacturing jobs and power to them. They've taken it, and
yes.
now we're under them. It used to be the other way around.
But that's kind of how I see it. Is we've given them all of the manufacturing.
Right.
Why don't we keep at least the dumb YouTube video thing? Can't somebody in San Francisco create the same app in 15 minutes and have it be an American company doing that? That's what they do to our
Somebody
apps.
should do that.
They create their own version.
Instagram.
We don't get
already
paid.
working
They don't
on
get
it.
paid for it. Exactly. So Instagram, good on you. Go out there and take over TikTok.
Do you guys think TikTok's anything special?
I'm not into it.
If you're into
myself.
14-year-old
I mean,
girls
what about
shaking
these
their butt.
these nerds over here though? These guys,
Just like anything
it's like
else.
8. We have like 8
Well, if-
nerds behind the scenes. What
But
do
they're
they think
trying to
about
do
it?
something. I get it for them. It's cool. For me personally, I don't. I watch it on other venues though.
It's
You know
like
what I
Vine for hipsters.
You know what it is? Is every single one of these apps just reduces the amount of time that you're allowed to broadcast.
Who
for.
has time to do anything? You got to read 12 things on the internet, right? TikTok, freaking YouTube. How do you watch podcasts?
How do you do it
How
all?
much time do you have?
It creates a compulsion where you go to Facebook, there's nothing interesting. Then you go to Instagram, there's nothing interesting. But you keep repeating that, thinking that by the time you're done going through the cycle of TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, that by the time you get back, there'll be something good on Facebook.
And then you didn't watch anything on TV all night because you were doing that.
Nope.
You didn't read a book because you were doing that.
Nope. Didn't bang out a couple push-ups or screw
Not
your
that-
old lady.
I don't want you going into depression.
Glasses?
Glasses. I don't know what's up. Is
Yeah,
it the
they're
chain?
rubbing against the mic. Yeah, we're getting friction.
You know what it is? I'm being spied on.
I got
think
'em.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I'll
There's
take
an
care of
outside
this guy.
radio source here.
Look at this.
We're always taking.
You know,
Is
I'm
this
regular
every week?
Social
Look at this.
distance.
Is that every week?
That could
Breathe them.
There we go. How's that,
Yeah.
Tonzo?
That's great, Mr. Monday.
All right, let's go to Miss Monday. Who is Miss Monday this week?
Miss
Leslie?
Monday this week
Yeah!
is Emily Kate. She loves Monday because she never misses a Monday workout. She is a WBFF bikini fitness competitor.
How many what?
She's an avid
W?
traveler, too, which means she could probably end up in our neck of the woods. When she's not practicing her posing, you can find her walking pups in Boston.
She walks her pups. Listen,
You can
let me
watch
ask-
her pups bounce all around.
Why, if she's a bikini model, how come she didn't like take the picture in a bikini?
Because she had to wear our shirt. That's the thing is, we probably need to come up with a bikini.
We need a bikini. Yeah.
You
We need a
Monday
bikini
line of
picture.
We need a
bikini.
sash.
Okay, Emily, please. And then when she's talking about pups, like, what do you think she's talking about?
German Shepherd.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Tits.
Oh,
Oh!
I mean, Jesus, McKlasky, don't be so vulgar.
I'm sorry, that's right.
I thought maybe she was.
Awesome!
I'm sorry, this is a beautiful
It's an
lady.
open
She is a
Open
beautiful
invitation.
girl. She's got a great smile.
Gorgeous!
God bless. Look at that tattoo. What is it? A tattoo? That's like Popeye the Sailor
Day
Man?
of the Dragon.
I love the tattoo, Mr. Monday.
It's an anchor.
I think.
Anchors away.
I bet you her father was in the Navy.
You can tell the girl's honest because every woman to some degree is an anchor.
But she's very gracious about being Miss Monday this week. She was very thankful.
Quite an honor.
Yeah.
She should be very thrilled.
Yeah, well, it's honor for us too.
That's a pretty
Probably
brunette
the
right
highlight
there.
Does she
her
have a
life.
belly button ring piercing?
Well, if not, you
I'm gonna need a
should.
closer look
All right, we'll
and a
look
shot of tequila.
Who doesn't have a belly button ring nowadays? Do you have one?
No, I've never even seen one.
I saw guys doing it.
Yeah, you do it. It's two more chains go up.
You
to
had your
nipples.
ears pierced, I bet.
The weight.
Never.
You never had your ear
Look at it.
cauliflower.
You think my hole is closed? Look.
Yeah, you got a little thing right
Never. I wasn't into that. No. I thought that was for like. Can I say it?
there. I'm not
I
sure.
thought that was gay.
Yeah.
For spaghetts, like
You thought it was
Italian
like
guys.
happy?
I thought it was like happy. I
Yeah.
thought it was. I wasn't that happy to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm not opposed to like happy people.
You know when somebody's so happy they want
do
to
it.
push something into the skin where it doesn't fit. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? When
How
somebody's
about
that
driving-
happy and they just want to like just press like something, push it hard into a
Yeah,
hole
and then
that
you
it
do a
doesn't fit in.
spike
I wish
through your
everyone could see
nostrils and through your tongue.
Klasky's gestures right now, if you could see what he's doing right now. But they used to say when people wear earrings when we were growing up was left is right, right is wrong.
That's
Yeah,
correct. I remember
correct.
that.
That
It was
is-
all what side you wore the earring. It was like when guys used to shake hands and go.
But you see a lot of straight.
Too young for that?
That was
Oh,
some
yeah.
pre-internet shit. You didn't like, you know what I mean? Like you got that
I'm
through
still
the
not the
grapevine.
internet.
You used to shake hands with a guy, right? These old timers.
Yeah.
They'd be like this.
Yeah.
They go, hey, how you doing?
And if they give you one of
palm
these-
hand, they give you the palm. And
That's
like,
how they
hey,
would-
Hey, whoa, buddy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's how they would fish.
Back
See if
off.
you were-
They want to see if you wanted a man.
if you worked in the church or not.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
All right.
They wanted to go parking behind the friggin' reservoir in Medford.
No, but you see a lot of straight guys.
No, they would always
with
go
earrings
fishing,
in their right
right?
ears these days, and nothing else.
Any guy that wears an earring, I'm sorry. Unless Steve Tyler in a rock and roll band, maybe. What are you going to wear an earring for?
Did you ever meet
What are you, a
Aerosmith?
fucking pirate?
That's a good
What's
point.
it- Did they even wear earrings?
Is your head
No, I
not
never
weighted
met 'em.
correctly? You gotta subsidize the weight
I'll
in
wear
your
a
head by
fucking
putting
earring.
chains and shit in there.
That's going to make me happy. I think I'll get an earring.
You know what else seems like a game move other than the earring thing? Or I'm sorry, a happy move is like if you kind of invite a guy you don't really know fishing,
Just the two of you?
right?
Do you bring condoms?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With a
Right.
guy, you might want to. It's more transmittable that way.
Klusky. All right, let's go to the next thing.
I'm
I'm going to say something bad. What have we
Wanna
got
get
for viral
knocked off
videos
the
this
air.
week?
This week at Breaking Balls, we had a ton of videos go wild as per the usual. Let's take a look at the top three. At number 3, this local UMass guy has been killing it lately.
UMass.
This latest video shows him swooshing the die as he slides down the dock. Now, we're going to watch this goofball.
Did you see this?
Actually, this guy's an Adonis.
Pretty legendary.
This is great.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
want to know how many times it took this guy to do this.
This is pretty
He's
amazing.
30.
No, he's somebody just CGI'd this.
How many?
It has to be, right?
Someone dropped that from the sky from a helicopter.
Yeah,
Like,
I think you're
honestly.
right.
From a drone.
I got to say, how
No way! If you watch that, right? That should never. No, there's
that's
no way.
pretty awesome. I mean, even if it's
It didn't come
chicanery-
that way. Trajectory or whatever it's
It
called.
was really up. I know it's a slow mo, but it was up there a long time. It's a pretty brilliant trick, even if it's not true. We should pull off stunts like that and get some moolah. No?
We should go swimming.
How many views did that get?
It's 65,000
Jeez,
at least.
Jesus,
that's good, huh?
pretty good.
Make some movement.
How much? How much?
Was that the Lynn? That was a Lynn Reservoir. Or was that UMass?
Lynn Reservoir, and that guy didn't shower before he went in there, so that tap water y'all drinking right now is gamey.
Tastes good.
Guess what, number 2?
What's two?
At number 2, being a tough guy on a four-wheeler rarely ends well, especially when you don't know how to drive one. And you're on a bridge made of sticks. This guy's a moron. Everybody that buys an ATV is pretty dumb, right?
Yeah, I don't like people.
Is that a
that-
prereq?
Look at this guy. He's not lined up. He's fucking. and this shit cameraman.
That's awesome.
That's, I imagine there's no, like, doctors going to buy a four-wheeler, right?
Who the fuck wants one?
That's
Thing's
what I'm
ruined.
saying.
If that
what I'm
was
saying.
salt water, that thing's ruined.
You're the type of person who
ATV.
buys your dinner out of a vending
Freshwater
machine
will ruin
if you drive an
No,
mean-
freshwater you'd be okay. You could, but the salt water will ruin that thing.
What kind of asshole drives around on an ATV in the woods?
That's a moron.
Come on.
That's down south.
You don't snowmobile?
That's
Fury?
primitive.
Now you gotta buy-
Never.
you gotta buy a
Hiking,
trim.
none of that
It
shit.
was a primate.
I rest.
That
I
kid,
can see you on a snowmobile.
No
John.
snowmobiles, no snowshoeing, no hiking, no mountain climbing, no hot air balloon rides. I don't do any of that crap.
Wakeboarding.
I can see you getting real depressed and not leaving your room for a long time.
Weeks.
Yeah.
Looking out the window like my grandmother.
Have you done that? What's the longest you've gone?
Staring out the window.
Just like stay in the bed.
I've stayed in the bed like this. I'll do the very thing like this for about maybe 9 days going. I'm fucked. I'm so fucked.
Hey, what do you, like, how often do you go to the bathroom?
I just go right in the spot.
Rubber
At
sheets.
that point, they don't care. My grandmother used to look out the window like this.
Oh yeah.
She'd be like this, though. She wasn't like still. She'd be like this. What's that guy doing over there?
They were looking for
This was
communists.
entertainment.
But she thought no one could see her.
She goes, what's that guy doing in front of Honey's house? The lady's name was Honey.
Across the street from you?
The guy in front of Honey's house. What's he doing? Then she said people that come to the door, knock on the door. She says, you know what you do? Dead serious. You pour hot water on them. They don't come back.
No, they don't.
I said, what do you put? She said, you put boiling pan of hot water right out the window. Right
Was
on
it Somerville?
Somerville.
You know what? That's funny. That was
They don't come back.
That was Facebook back in the day. Is you would stare between those blinds at your neighbor, and then your friend would come over and you would just talk about that person's how they mowed their
Right.
lawn or what fucking shutters they got or some stupid shit.
Isn't
And,
it
and
depressing?
we're pretending like we're more stupid now. They were doing the same shit, just dumber.
That was their version of it. You're right.
Yeah.
They
Yep.
had nothing to do. They read newspapers on the subway.
Yep.
They did.
Do you know one of the trash men is Spanish? Did you know that?
I miss reading the newspaper.
I do too.
Life was so simple.
I miss reading in general.
You know what blows my mind is they would like leave milk on your front steps. That's the most disgusting
I
thing I've
know,
ever heard.
milkman.
That's fucking gross.
I know. What about the swill bucket?
We
I
had the
remember
swill bucket.
I remember that. That truck stunk when that thing came through.
What about the
To
knife
step on
shop?
it with your pedal, remember?
How about the knife sharpener guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
The
god.
knife sharpener guy should go around. It was almost like he had like a golf cart.
Yeah, like the thing, like what is
Yeah.
it, like it was feet.
Yeah.
And
Like an ice cream truck.
you just can't do it either, though. You used to go. Knife sharpened. Oh yeah.
That must
I
be the
mean, do you even
scariest
care
guy in
about
the
a
world.
sharpened knife? I don't care if my knives are dull.
Yeah.
I have knives. I don't think about the condition of their sharpness. You really. The guy's here. Get the knives, honey. Let's sharpen the fucking knives.
Yeah.
All
cares?
knives work.
The
It's
fuck
a knife.
It was a gimmick.
It was a gimmick.
There's no reason to have the conversation with that guy. Like that's not. It's nothing is worth a conversation.
If I
with
have
that
a
guy.
steak, right, and there's only a butter knife available, I cut it with the butter knife.
You make
If
it
there's no
happen.
knife, you pick it up with your hands.
Yes.
Do you eat the bone?
I suck the marrow out of it.
Maniac.
It gives you eternal life.
What's the next one, McKlasky?
This #1 video got over 100,000 views.
Yeah.
It shows a man pulling off an amazing fishing feat, like how they used to do it back in the caveman days. Let's roll the footage. This is how cavemen got their shit. Look at this guy in his old trunks.
And like you look for a way, like, was this fudged? But I mean,
I could
What?
see. I
No,
could fudge
I-
that. You could fake that.
That could have been faked, but I gotta say, that's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
It must have been like a whole bunch of fish right
either
there.
way, like how many takes can you do with fish hanging on? the
Imagine if you had to
fucking
do that back in the day, right?
Yeah.
You said caught two. Like, that's great. You go, but I dove in 70 times to get them. That would suck.
Yeah, that's true too. That's how Castaway.
That guy was dry when he dove in, if you noticed.
I smell a rat. I smell
Yeah.
people trying to get on
The other
TV.
guy throwing the little marble in the thing, that was like BS.
Come on.
I just don't believe anything anymore.
Nothing.
Right.
I don't believe anything. I never pull my camera out and be like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just videotape for 4 hours and maybe something will happen. I never do that.
Yeah, like that.
All bullshit.
Yeah, like door. Slide down the door. Dock. Flip over. So what was it? A ping pong ball?
Do you want me
I
to
think
tell
it was
you?
a marble.
Do you want me to tell you why I think?
What was it?
Called beer
Dice?
Pong, Jesse.
Dice.
No, it was a beer pong.
No, it wasn't.
It was a. It
It was
actually.
a beer pong.
It was a
shot.
dice.
I mean, it could have been a lucky shot.
That
but-
wasn't a ping pong ball.
None of that's relevant.
You're a ping pong
The
ball.
man in that video was fuckable. That guy on a lake is not diving into the fucking thing. He's banging chicks. This was all set up. He's an actor.
Right. He was too buffed.
Yeah, he was too sexy to throw dice into a cup.
Yeah, he was a handsome kid, right?
I mean, if I was of that proclivity, I'd say,
Wow, it's a big word. Nice job. What's that mean?
Monday's not you.
hey,
What's that mean?
I have a thesaurus.
What's that?
Don't you have a thesaurus?
Yeah. In a
You
book.
went to high school, right?
In a book.
It's in between
go to high
Bolivia.
Ninth grade.
That's plenty. That's all you need. Look at you. You're
what's-
loaded.
That's all you need.
What's the next one?
We all know that unemployment has been at an all-time high because of the effects of COVID-19. But there is a city in Kentucky that is the only place unemployment is actually down due to the demand of bourbon and tobacco. Owensboro is known as a family-friendly city with a famous barbecue festival, and they are thriving during the pandemic.
That's where Red Man Chew originated.
You know something? God bless
Yeah.
them.
I think so. Look that up, Tonzo.
I'm on him.
I'm surprised. I wonder if that you can still use that. Is it still called Red Man Chew though, or do they have to change the
You
name
know
of
what's
that?
sad is that through the pandemic,
You know, I
the
guarantee
place
they-
that's doing the best. If this was a Vegas odds, you would never put your money
Imagine
on
that.
Kentucky.
But that's where it
Never.
came, that's where it came from.
You return to the most primitive vices and habits. After all these years of evolution, get rid of all that stuff, and look what they're back to, and they're thriving. And
So they have tobacco factory and obviously a bourbon factory.
They actually have the only bourbon factory. Other places claim to make bourbon, but I believe if it's not from Kentucky, it's not.
Yeah, why does it have to be
Bourbon's
from
big.
Kentucky all the time?
That's their fucking name to plum or.
If you said we have Maine-made bourbon, they go,
Poland Springs. Do you think all that water's from some fucking one brook?
yeah, it's from my grandmother's sink.
Yeah,
they
it's
put a
all
label
bullshit.
on it.
Yeah,
That's also the barbecue capital of the world, that Owensboro.
that must be why they have the festival out there, and they're pulling their pork and they're jerking their chicken. They're having a good time at those festivals.
Once you
doing a great
eliminate all teeth, then you don't give a shit about nothing.
That's why they cook the meat so tender, so they can drink it.
They're having a good time, though. They're having a better time than us. We're all hung up on everything. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah.
They're chewing tobacco,
because
smoking,
life
drinking.
is simple.
Yeah.
Drinking meat.
Life is
Fucking
simple.
A.
Go out with a
Life
coat.
became simple for all of us because of COVID, right? And
Right.
their life's been like that all the time. So it's,
They're not protesting gender reveals in Kentucky. They're wasted off of bourbon and just smoking fat cigars in the
They
newborn's
did-
face.
I think
They
they get
just-
together with their family members.
They hang
Yeah.
out with the town folk. You know, they
Literally
play
and
instruments. Some
physically.
guy's on a jug going
Oh yeah.
like he's playing an instrument.
A guy's in and out.
Some guy's on a washboard. Oh yeah, you're a real.
Another guy's
skilled
playing the
musician.
spoons.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Like I said, I'm a musician. I go, you're a fucking musician.
I
You're
can
banging
see
two.
you playing the washboard.
You're banging two fucking spoons in your fucking knee, and now you went to Berkeley School of Music.
Yeah.
But they're having fun though.
They're all on heroin in Kentucky, too.
We should move there. We should.
All right, let's just take a quick break
We
now,
should do a
please.
show.
We'll be back with more McKlasky and Fiore in a few minutes.
Yeah, I play this.
What the fuck is a play date? Any guy that says play date should have his fucking face pushed in. Be a man.
Be a
I
man.
wish I could.
McKlasky, what is the story? The murder hornets are around?
Yeah, we had talked about this
way.
story a few months back, but the murder hornets are officially here. The first
Holy
deadly murder hornet
crap.
was captured in Washington State by an agricultural official. I guess there's some guy that goes and chases bees. Officials have they say that we have 2 months to locate and kill all of these before they start to mate, because they fuck in September.
Wow.
We have to kill them before they can reproduce. It's like gremlins, but they fly.
Did you guys ever get stung by bees as kids?
Many,
I did,
many,
yeah.
many times.
Yes.
I've been
Yeah.
Like
stung.
multiple.
No exaggeration. In the last 3-4 years, I've been stung about 15 times up there.
More recently,
More recent, I was bit right here,
Up there.
multiple bites
I used to get them as a kid.
You gotta
playing
get stung
outside,
up
but-
there.
over there.
Really? Why so?
I swear to God.
You get a lot of trees.
Yeah, there's what are they, wasp, wasp, not bee, whatever it is. They
Like
sting.
hornets and shit.
Because
Yeah,
those
it's
big
all those-
bumblebees don't bite you.
No, they're scary.
No,
They
All
don't-
of them sting.
but
no
they-
bee bites.
I kill all bugs in the
Okay,
house. You know
Mr.
something-
Technical.
If you get a spider, will you gently let it outside?
Are you
Or
fucking
you
kidding
crush
me?
its
I hate
skull
spiders.
on the spot?
Crunch it.
I'll rip its legs out and then present it to its children
Right.
and then kill them all.
I torture them.
yeah,
Yeah.
fuck that.
What about you, Clutch? You get bee stings?
They're more like pepperoni cups, but they look nice in a tank top.
What about Miss Monday? Did she have bee stings?
I hope to God that they were more like silver dollars, but you know.
So you got the
Beautiful
COVID,
woman.
the big bee sting. The
But
big,
these bees, now they originate from China, right?
Oh, don't say that. You get in
No.
trouble again.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
think
saying-
they are. They are. They're
I mean, why is everything
Yeah.
bad coming from there?
it's just like
They got nothing better to do.
they're
know?
not taking care of it. You know what I mean? Like
They
we,
can't have sex because
we
they can only
take
have one
care of
kid.
our hornets. We don't send our hornets to them.
No, they say the next wave of this, how the next wave of the COVID, the mutations and all that, they say the next wave of this one's going to be the size of a fucking B-52. Yeah, for real. I heard that.
The next bug. The
Yeah,
next
it's going to
thing.
be like a fucking airplane. They're gonna
Mothra.
get thousands of them.
Mothra.
coming at
They're
you.
gonna
Like
just
creature
send-
double feature
like,
shit.
like a monster movie. You
Really?
better get a friggin' automatic weapon.
You got them up there.
I'm loaded.
I know.
So
Hey, come to my house. You'll be surprised.
specialists have set up traps and infrared cameras to detect them. They have cameras that are detecting wasps that are no larger than 2 inches. Like, that seems
So
insane.
that's what they're trying to detect. Fucking mysterious wasp.
They can't detect their penises. They're detecting
I
wasps.
remember killer bees were supposed to come and take over the world. You remember that years
I
ago?
remember hearing about
Yeah,
that.
but then
Killer
Old Dirty
bees.
died, and they kind of
Okay.
they went downhill after that.
If you don't listen to the news, look at the internet, right? You wouldn't even be aware of any of this stuff. You'd go, huh? What?
Bees.
Where's
what are
the
you
red
talking
man
about?
and the bourbon?
Yeah, we get Kentucky. We should go to
This is
Kentucky.
why they got it made.
Hey, if you're watching the show and you want to go to Kentucky with us, type Kentucky in the chat right now.
I always wanted to go to Kentucky Derby.
Let's go.
Do
get
ya?
fucking
Would you have a mint
waffles.
julep?
I would have a mint
Would
julep.
you wear like a fancy hat and stuff?
Of course.
Would you make out with a horse?
No, I'd let a horse lick my ear.
I drink a mint julep out of a horse's ass.
Out of your own ass. All right, let's shoot the shit.
All right. A man opens fire on a mother and her son because they weren't social distancing.
Oh, good.
Douglas
That's why I'm-
Marks confronted Victoria Pina and her son. They were visitors at a Miami hotel, and they were in the lobby. He said, "You aren't social distancing," and then just started unloading his gun on the floor. Nobody was killed, but the cops, they got him on videotape. They wrestled him to
He'll
the
probably
ground.
get away with it just because it seems like 2020 and all this stuff's going on. Like, you can get away with anything now.
Right.
It's like the whole world has gone soft.
Yeah.
And they're giving the cops a bad rap.
The cops would probably apologize for trying to arrest you.
Because they're so scared.
Say, look,
I know.
officer, it's true I tried to shoot my family, but, and a couple of them, I'm sorry to interfere, and probably leave.
Yeah.
But that guy there, I don't blame him. I would do the same thing.
If
Wouldn't
people
you?
weren't socially distancing,
I wouldn't.
if somebody got closer than 6 feet to you, you think you would pull out?
If I get COVID, I want to know who. I don't want to get it from some strange asshole in a store. I want to know who I got it from at least.
You'll beat it.
Oh, I didn't go. I had it 12 times. I already beat it. And so I had two heart attacks this week. You didn't even notice. Strokes, everything. You think I give a shit?
It just seems like you can get away with anything today because of
You
this
use it-
COVID 2020. What?
Well, they weren't running the
You gotta say, you gotta say it.
Still, glutathione keeps you immune.
Glutathione's good for you.
We know a guy. Think you should inject it.
Glutathione, look it up, people.
Is part
good
of
for you.
is part of the problem where there's no repercussions is that the courts were closed for so long, so people were
That
getting in
too.
trouble, then being let go, and then like it just seemed like a slap on the wrist, even though there are going to be or
Friends of
maybe
mine
there
in law
won't be.
enforcement, probation officers and stuff, they're like, everyone's getting away with murder. They can't even keep up with people because no one's doing their job.
There's no
Guys are
bail.
supposed to go to court trial and they're not doing it. It's like, it's
it's over.
screwy. Everything's screwy.
Yeah.
Now, if you try to if we go downtown and try to break a window and steal something from the Mac store, they'll arrest us though.
Right.
Other people can seem to get away with it.
I can get you
They
a
won't let
T-shirt
us
that might
get
help
away
you
with
with that.
Who?
I'll get you a T-shirt. It might help you with that.
Right. If you get me the special
Yeah.
T-shirt,
This
I
is-
guess I can do anything.
Yeah.
They may put you in the can overnight, but the next day, guess what? They go, you run along now. You're not going to do that
Johnny
again,
Depp's
are
going to
you?
pay for your bail.
Bail reform.
I can't stand him. All right, what's the next one, Cluster?
To be young again. A suicidal man, 21 years old, survives an 8-story fall after landing on a parked minivan during rush hour in China. The man jumped from the rooftop of a tower block in Shenzhen yesterday. He got up by himself and sat on the road for 10 minutes. An onlooker witnessed the whole thing. She said that happened. Police claim the 21-year-old was conscious. He had no visible injuries. They took him to a hospital. But other than,
That's astounding.
He probably watched a lot of Bruce Lee movies
yeah, but
growing up.
I feel that anybody that
Bruce
leaps
didn't
off
jump
a
off the Tower of Death.
I know this is an unanswerable question, right? But of all the people that leap to their pathetic doom, how many do you think halfway down, a quarter way down going, this wasn't a good idea?
What did I do?
This
Most of
sucks.
them. I would think all of them.
I would say most of them say, I could have thought of another way.
Some are real deranged. Some are real deranged and they're happy about it.
But 21 years
Think
old.
so?
Oh, yeah.
21 years old and just
Like, I could see you
done.
jumping off the building.
Just waiting for your melon to splat on the pavement. How can you look forward to that?
Listen, if you jumped off a building and landed on your head, you're living.
You know what?
I jumped off a building last week. I walked away. That's why when I heard this, I went, big deal.
Was it up there?
He lands on a car. They show one car in the street. He happened to land on it.
You know what? You know what?
It was aluminum.
The real sad thing about this was he was trying to kill himself because of how much he hated stairs, and if he just went up 2 or 3 more flights, he'd be dead.
I mean, seriously, if you want to kill yourself, there's a lot of good ways I can advise you
China,
how to
though?
do
And
it.
this was in China?
China, they're even stopping you from doing that. They put like nets on the outside of the Apple building.
You know what sucks about that? If you try to kill yourself when you live, they lock you up for 50 years. He's screwed.
That's true.
If
right?
that same guy jumped off an 8-story building in Boston, he'd be dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he'd be dead.
I know a guy that tripped over a curb that's dead, for real. He tripped and banged his head. Dead, for real. Swear to God. This
Gravity's
asshole
different
jumps
in
off a
America.
friggin' building. I mean,
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense.
Maybe he might be in the circus or something.
Yeah. all the karate movies I watch, they never get hurt.
No. What's the next one, Klaus?
Delta Airlines flight from Detroit to Atlanta is forced to turn around mid-flight after 2 passengers refused to wear masks and were non-compliant with the crew instructions. Flight 1227 was forced to return to the gate at Detroit Metro Airport on July 23rd. A Delta Airlines spokesperson said that the 2 passengers were pains in the fucking ass. That's me paraphrasing, of course. Wouldn't it have been easier just to land the plane in Atlanta?
It's got to be tough to be a stewardess right now.
Oh,
Are you allowed to
awful.
say stewardess, or is that the wrong thing to say?
I'm going to let you get away
Flight
with it.
attendant.
I know, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, like, that's got to be an extra stressful job now, more than ever.
Oh, it must be awful.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
and there's
gotta be
no,
the
you
worst.
can't ask for a raise, even though you're probably being asked to do more with the masks and all this bullshit.
If there was only 2 people on a flight like that, you got to form a coalition with the other passengers and take those 2 out.
Yes.
Say, listen,
Oh, yeah.
you're gonna wear the fucking mask.
Yeah.
Or you're getting knocked the fuck out.
You know, suffocate him.
And that's all there is
fuck
to
do
it.
you think you are?
Yeah,
Who
wear the mask.
fuck do
How
you
long was
think
the
you
flight?
are?
2 hours, whatever
Yeah.
it was. Wear the mask.
You didn't have this conversation in your head before you bought a ticket? You didn't figure
Right.
this out like a big boy? What do you go up to the Dunkin' Donuts counter and go, let me
Right.
think. You're that person. Get off the plane.
Exactly.
You're on the list. You're not allowed to do anything anymore.
Terrible.
I'm sorry.
We're
Like,
probably not getting the whole story either.
Nah, you get bits and pieces.
yeah, that's true too.
The mask.
What's the next one, Klaus?
The boss of struggling Kodak brand nets $30 million in a day.
Stock went up. I saw that the other day. It was a pump and dump.
CEO Jim Continenza bought those
What?
options at prices ranging from $3.03 to $12 per share.
Saw that. I missed
Options were awarded one day before Trump administration announced the loan to pharma giant Kodak of $765 million taxpayer-funded loans. The announcement sent stock prices of the struggling film soaring from 21.85. That's a 734% increase in the stock price.
Thanks for being all over that one, Joey.
Where do you guys think Kodak was originated?
Cambridge, wasn't
Because
it?
when you look at it, I mean, doesn't
Was
it-
that Polaroid?
There was a place in Peabody. I don't know if that's the origin.
Polaroid was in Cambridge.
Kodak is Polaroid?
Kodak
same thing? It's
was,
the same thing?
oh wait, no, different.
But you look at Kodak, I always think of like China or Japan.
Do you?
Yeah.
No.
Polaroid
But it
is
was
like
from this country.
Polaroid
Yeah.
is like the hustler. Kodak was more the playboy. Polaroid was
Right.
like the, hey, I'm going to take a picture of my dick before a cell phone. You
Yeah,
used a
that was like the
Polaroid.
swinger camera, the Instamatic.
You could tell if somebody was a swinger if they had a Polaroid and lubricant.
And a bush.
Yeah.
Fujifilm was swank.
So Easton Gelatin was the one in Peabody.
You know what's funny is imagine the power as a corporation they could have had back in the day. They're developing everybody in the neighborhood's pictures. They know
Oh my
everything
God.
that's going on. Who had a party? Who was there? Who wasn't invited? Who's got Miss Monday's
Imagine those
size
dopes
knockers.
in those little booths. Remember the photo booth?
Yeah.
You drove to the parking lot,
Yep.
they saw everybody's pictures. Some little asshole looking at everybody's pictures.
Yeah.
Choking the chicken. Going, "Oh,
Pounding. Yeah. It's
in
crazy.
the booth. He's sitting there like an asshole. The booth is big.
What's the next one, Klaus?
Who Wants a Job? Popular YouTube influencer goes viral with an insane job posting for a personal assistant who must cook, clean, manage social media, be on call 24/7, and never show emotion. He's looking for a Vulcan. Job is described as a part-time and hourly, but the assistant must be on site 8 hours a day and available by phone call at all times. Tasks include household chores, managing the boss's schedule, and even assisting in content creation for the influencer's YouTube channel. Pay is listed at $25 to $30 per hour.
I mean, I'd have to get paid 24 hours a day if I'm going to do this job.
It's
So-
only 8 hours a day, and he's getting $30 an hour to do YouTube. That doesn't sound
Yeah,
that
but they should pay
terrible.
him for 20. If he's on call 24/7, he should get paid 24 hours.
Can you throw in a handy? And it's a deal.
He should get like $4,000 a week. This guy.
That's a heavy workload.
This guy sounds like no emotion. Can't show any emotion.
You got a robot
That's,
for
that's
that.
the odd one. Is not showing emotion. I don't know how you could do that.
It's impossible unless you have a lobotomy.
Yeah. Even when I think I'm being kind, I'm so far from being kind.
Impossible. How
Yeah.
can you be kind?
Fair assessment.
You know when somebody has like sweet eyes? I have whatever the opposite is of that.
You have the Manson lamps.
Yeah.
You have the Richie Aprile eyes.
Yeah.
Janice, I'm old school. I love that guy. He's my
The
favorite.
gun to her head.
The best.
So you guys want to take a quick break and then come back and play some Italian Jeopardy?
Let's do
Want
it.
to do Italian
Go ahead.
Jeopardy? All right, we'll be right back. It's the Monday. If I want to get shot out of a cannon on a Monday, I have to be fresh and ready to go. Hey, let's face it, us men, we're all a bunch of hairy animals, but we could use a little trim. How come every time I try, I cut my sack and I bleed? If you're gonna put clippers and blades near your family jewels, it's time to use right tools. The new Lawnmower 2.0 from Manscaped has skin-safe technologies, so this trimmer won't nick and snag your nuts. Having an accident below the belt is a thing of the past. Get 20% off and free shipping with code GARDEN at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use code GARDEN. There's a lot of nuts out there. Now it's time to handle them with care.
Welcome back to Italian Jeopardy. We are tied at 2,100 each. Mr.
What
Monday,
a match.
you have control of the board.
Okay. Why don't we go? That's not Italian food for 400 balonies.
That's not Italian food for 400. And the answer, she's not my mama. I'll tell you that much. John.
Mama Celeste.
That is correct.
Are you serious?
The ugly bitch on the $1 frozen pizza is the correct answer. That's
Get
what we're
out of
looking
here.
for. That is
Really?
good. Yeah, you
Wow,
got
that
some
was
points there.
a stab in the dark.
And now you're also controlling the
play.
board, so
You
you
gotta
get to
pick the
pick the
next
next category.
All right. Yeah, okay. So the same category, right?
Yep. You want the 600?
And you 600, 600.
All right.
So,
The answer here is I'm pretty sure this guy isn't even Italian.
oh, Monday. Is it my
And nobody knows the answer. John, do you have an answer?
Ricardo Montalban?
No, I'm sorry. It wasn't Ricardo Montalban. Carlo, do you have an answer for this one? Or
Make sure you chime in, please.
Aunt Jemima?
is neither a guy nor Italian? The correct answer was Chef Boyardee.
Oh, damn it.
No points are awarded. John, you had possession of the board last, so you
Okay.
get to pick the next.
Well,
Dollar
let's
value.
see. I'd like to have another category. Can I?
Yeah. Would you like?
What's
Let's take a look at our board.
Let's take a look at the board here.
Let's do It's Not Italian for
Let's do.
800.
All right, we'll do this.
Fuck you guys. If you buy sandwiches here, you're not Italian. Mr. Monday,
Subway.
that is correct.
Are you serious?
I've never bought a sandwich from that place in my life. I've never even stepped foot in one of those places.
They make the meatballs seriously 2-3 weeks in advance and leave them there like assholes.
You like talking like you liked it.
No, I don't like it. I know from my son likes to go there.
Let's go to the next category if I could see it up on the board, please.
What's wrong with the board?
That's not Italian food for 1,000. Want to just jump onto that
We'll
one?
go to that one for 1,000.
Most Italians don't consider this popular Italian restaurant to be really Italian. John,
It's gotta be the friggin' Olive Garden.
that is correct.
What do I look stupid?
That's pretty
You
good.
don't love endless breadsticks?
You picked the next one, Italian Customs.
I like to go for Italian Customs for 400.
This fashion trend among Italian women became taboo in 1993.
Ooh.
Mr. Monday.
Shaving their vagina.
No, I'm sorry.
What do you mean, no?
That was
That's
popular.
when everyone started going bald.
John.
There's no bleaching the anus.
Judges, I'm sorry. It is. What is a full mustache? After 1993, they started to shave them over in Italy.
Oh, that's what it was.
Sorry. You guys were close with the shaving, but just at the wrong area of the body. You have control of the board still, if you'd
I
like
do.
to pick another.
Well, I would like to pick another category. And then I got to stay in the same category, actually. Right?
That's correct.
So why don't we stay in the same category? There we go.
It was commonplace in ancient Rome to do this in a vomitorium.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Mr. Monday,
Throw up.
that is incorrect.
Go number 2.
That is also incorrect.
You can't do a duty in a vomitorium. Was it not good enough?
That is incorrect. You walk through a vomitorium. It is a series of entranceways. That's what a vomitorium.
We were thinking of opening a chain of vomitoriums. We were going to talk about it after the show.
Thank you, Alex.
We're going to invest.
Would you like to pick the next category, or should I do it for you?
I should take care of it.
All right.
800.
Italian Customs for 800. This was the main purpose for the aqueducts.
Go ahead, Monday. Oh, you beat me too.
It was for the boaters to get out so they could go to war.
That is incorrect.
It was for the asshole citizens of Rome to have water. The water would flow down the aqueduct so they can drink the water.
The residents of Rome were assholes. That is correct.
They're not really Italians either, by the way.
The Romans weren't, right?
All right, let's do Italian Customs for 1,000.
So, have it have.
I only consider it a sport when they play it in Italy. Mr. Monday.
Soccer.
That is correct.
Tuffy.
I was going to say bocce. And I was going to say dots.
This next category is Italian potpourri.
Oh.
And we're going to start with
Italian potpourri. Give me Italian potpourri for 400, please.
Okay. A common use for a folded up newspaper. Mr. Monday.
To whack your kid. You roll it up and boom. How many times did you get hit by your father and mother?
Countless.
Yeah. That's
Right.
got to be the answer, right?
A globe to the dome. That is correct.
Nice.
Endless.
I mean, it's also could have been used like to pass off a gun.
Oh
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
You know?
It's a no-brainer.
Kill a
Whack
murder
the dog
hornet.
in the head, or whatever. You know what I mean?
We just got shut down again.
A way to
Animal abuse. Everyone's in love with dogs.
I love dogs. I have 7 of them
Up there.
everywhere.
Live stuff.
you could use a newspaper to explain something to your wife, right?
Right. See,
the
I read it in the paper.
That's right. That's exactly.
Let's
that
do
is
Italian
hilarious.
potpourri for 600 balloons.
Wow.
This Italian meat product is also slang for a penis.
Oh!
John.
Brajol.
Yes, that is correct.
If I don't know that, you could strip me of all my Italian
mean?
bona fides.
It could have been a pepperoni. It could have been a supersada. It could have been a salami.
It could be all those
It could be a
things,
sausage. Why Brajol?
but nothing sounds as good as Brajol.
That's a
Right?
fair assessment, John.
It just sounds
Nothing
better.
tastes better than Brajol either.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, you like nothing better than a brajol in your mouth every once in
No,
a
I
while.
love the Brajol with the pounded meat.
Fucking pound it.
They pound the meat flat. You get the meat tender, you bang it down, you
You
flatten
bang
it out,
it like an ass. Oh,
and then you put the cheese in it. And the
Oh,
salami,
you tie it up
roll
with rope.
Tie it up with the rope, and you put the
oh my
toothpicks in it.
God.
And it's not finished until it's in your mouth.
It's delicious. You can cut it with a fork.
Unbelievable.
You don't need to use a butter knife.
Brajol.
All right, pick the
He's
next
got a Brajol?
category,
Yeah, he's got the
Mr.
next one.
Brajol holder.
Next question.
800. What you tell your girl when you suspect when she says you are using fucking dirty money? What are you gonna tell your girl when she says you're a piece of shit? Carlo.
Mind your own business, bitch. I'm paying your bills. Shut your mouth. Don't worry where the money's coming from. You're getting it from me.
Every judge
Who
is
cares
nodding.
where I'm getting the money?
Every
Right?
judge is nodding yes.
I mean, think about
That's
it.
correct.
Say, what do you care where you get the money?
Seriously, why is she? What happens? Women's Lib came. They started talking more.
There's no talking
They shut
allowed.
down again this week.
All right.
What's the answer? Can I say what I think? I'm in the
Italian-
vending business. I'm in the vending business.
Right. And you were. And you are.
Waste management.
That's correct. Italian potpourri for 1,000. Almost 80% of the Italian American men get one of these on their 18th birthday.
A
Carlo.
tattoo of a blowjob.
That's halfway there.
This looks like the same thing, but anyway, they don't get it.
They do get it.
They do get it.
Every 18th birthday.
Every 18th birthday, they get an IROC Z.
That's one possibility.
Probably get another gold chain with a nice
Gold chain,
medallion of the
IROC.
stricken Christ.
The judges are saying that's pretty close. It's a map of Italy and an Italian flag tattoo.
Or like one of them peppers,
Yeah,
which I was never into myself.
something
What, the
to
pepper
show the
tattoos?
colors.
No, the pepper
The
jewelry.
horn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need a pepper.
So we have one more category left. It's antipasto. You want to start with
I
400?
love a nice antipasto. I
yeah.
can go for one now.
All right. Your mother's sister, the one who makes the gnocchi.
Sister's ass.
She makes gnocchis.
Carlo.
It's my antipasto.
That is correct.
Oh, that's clever.
For $400.
You're
Carlo,
quick,
you still
man.
have control, and we're going to move on.
Let's go for 600. Antipasti.
When noodle makers run out of cash for bets, they do this. John.
Antipasto.
They antipasta. That is correct. Noodle makers run out of cash for bets. They antipasta.
I'm good at this.
Wow, this is pretty good. You have control of the board. Would you like 800, 1,000?
Yeah.
Go for 800. This guy won't shut up about the Atkins diet.
Eat some antipasti.
No, I'm sorry. That's incorrect. Nope.
This guy won't show. Dr. Fauci.
Nope. We were looking for who is anti-pasta.
That's a tough one.
He was against the Atkins diet, so he's anti-pasta.
He was?
That's correct.
That's right, that makes
Yes, they
sense.
really
We have one category left for $1,000. It's antipasto.
Question.
Go ahead. Let's go for
The
it.
guy at the church that's into all that weird shit.
Well, it's got to be the priest, the Monsignor.
That is incorrect. Carlo.
He's anti-none.
Very close. We were looking for who is the anti-pastor.
Right.
The anti-pastor.
I knew a Monsignor in my church.
I believe Carlo got the most points.
I think
in
we
that.
both. I think we both flunked.
I think it was
Yeah.
the tie.
It was pretty close.
Yeah, you might have won by like 2 or 3.
No, Carlo won by 600.
You kept score.
Yes.
Nice
I
job.
feel the deck was stacked against me.
Yeah.
It was.
You had the same questions that he had.
I knew Chef Boyardee. I knew Chef Boyardee, but I didn't want to answer
You
it.
don't want to say it.
I don't want to say it, you know.
You want to just keep
You know what it is?
quiet.
Maybe you guys were.
Trying to throw you a bone.
It's all right. It's all right. I understand. Believe me.
Well, I guess that's it. That's a night tonight, guys. So we had a good time. You guys have some fun?
Yeah,
You
we had
ready
a
for
good
next
time.
week?
Yeah, of
You
course.
coming up in a few more weeks?
A few more weeks, yeah. I'll be back from the West Coast.
Couple two.
Oh, what are you doing on the West Coast?
Revere Beach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I'll be back from there.
All right.
But,
What about Hampton Beach?
Like Hampton Beach? I like way up in Northampton and Rye. I go there. I surf. People don't realize I surf.
You have
Surfboard.
you have your own
Yeah,
surfboard.
wetsuit and everything.
don't.
Yeah.
Send me a picture of it tomorrow,
I will, yeah.
please.
Yeah.
I want to
I'm
see.
a big
I want-
wave surfer.
Is it
People, I
a?
know they don't believe it, but
Is it an Italian? Does it look like an Italian flag? Or?
no, it's all black and sleek.
Why? So the
Looks
shark.
like a shark. It's got the fin. Yeah.
Are you
I
scared
try
of
to
sharks?
confuse. No, I fought one the other night with a knife fight. I slit his throat. I'm like, why would I be afraid of a shark?
I don't know. You go in the water?
Of course. They don't come near me.
Why?
The BO. Oof. They don't come near. If you wear this proper attire, they don't come near you. I've learned that. It's true.
Hey, well, good job tonight, guys. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. We're going to see you next week, Monday on 3. 1,